Descendant, I'm glad you made it back safely. I heard the amount of pressure in the Void Abyss was huge. And yet you still managed to complete the operation. You really are talented. I'd love to have you join our unit. Wouldn't that be great, Keelan?
Sure, they're useful enough. They don't get in the way and they can hold their own. Thanks to you, the mission was a success. You did well, even though you weren't trained for it. Inez, why are you looking at me like that?
Wow! The Void Abyss really is a scary place. It's changed your arcade traits, and now it's even changed your personality. I've never heard you compliment anyone before. Keelan's still in there somewhere, right?
Never mind. Descendant, you should pay HQ a visit. I hear they're preparing a follow-up operation. Inez, I've got to drop by the Magister Research Institute. I'm a little worried about that doggo we rescued.
Wow! I swear that didn't sound like Keelan. I didn't know he liked dogs.
Descendant, I've been waiting for you. First of all, thank you for your hard work you put into this operation. An impressive achievement for your first void vessel exploration. It's no wonder Hound wants to recruit you. It's not entirely because of that success, but it has been decided that for the time being, you'll be assigned to void vessel exploration missions. VV-072 is unlike any void vessel that we've discovered so far. It doesn't look like a Vulgus ship, and I'm concerned that the Vulgus have already taken control of its interior. Also, the Vulgus seem to be using a dedicated exploratory force similar to our Hound unit. We need to find out what they are doing on VV-072 and what they are looking for. Descendant, I want you to conduct a second search operation. I'll contact Hound to assist you.
Well, I didn't expect you to be rushed into another operation this fast. While we're here, Descendant, can you come and see me for a moment? There you are. I'm as confused as you are by HQ's decision. A redeployment so soon after your return.
Though I can see why HQ ordered it. It's the Void Abyss after all. And there are Vulgus all over VV-072.
And, unfortunately, the data you collected contained very few valuable leads. Plus the unexpected Vulgus presence. I suppose HQ had no choice.
The presence of the Vulgus on VV-072 means it's likely they're also looking for something there. Probably information that can give them an advantage over us. Traveling into the Void Abyss isn't easy, even for the Vulgus. There must be something important for them to take that risk. If VV-072 is a Vulgus ship, they have the advantage. We won't be able to stop whatever the Vulgus are planning if we fall behind now. That's why a second sweep is absolutely necessary.
Keelan's right, so I pulled something together as well. This device contains a code to break the Vulgus algorithm. When the specialized code loaded onto this device is activated, it will automatically collect Vulgus records from all over the Void Vessel. Analyzing those records will tell us why the Vulgus came to VV-072. I'm counting on you, Descendant.
Descendant, I hear you're planning further operations in the recently discovered Void Vessel. I have a favor to ask. Can you come to the Research Institute?
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting. You found some special data from the Void Abyss. Intriguing and captivating data, in fact. The organism that Keelan rescued from the Void Vessel is no ordinary dog. It's the product of highly complex and sophisticated genetic engineering involving Archaea. The signal picked up in the Void Abyss was a sensor of sorts, the organism's response to Keelan's Archaea waves. Up until this point, only Descendants have been able to respond to and detect RK. But it seems that this organism has a very specialized sensitivity to RK. We are discovering new possibilities for this fascinating creature every day. Similar to when we first saw the possibilities of humanity. The Magisters speculate that this organism was created by the ancestors. It's just a theory, for now, of course. We've categorized this organism as a new species, an RK Fellow. This category means that it's a being that responds to RK and can help Descendants in a variety of ways, which is, of course, what we plan to use them for. I've also discovered a way to research Fellow, given enough materials. But as this organism came from the Void Vessel, you'll need to gather the materials from there. I'm hoping you'll be able to help me collect the materials I need to research this organism while you're on other operations.
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
All Void search parties. We have found a clue to lead us to the Iron Vault. Our path will not be an easy one. But I have heard yes. Remember, the Empire was able to relinquish the technology he's hiding. Enough. Maybe it's under my control. Focus on your orders. I want results as soon as possible. I shall find what you desire. Well, even if it costs my life. Unfortunately, our Legion of Darkness units do not have the technology to fully decrypt it. We may need to request aid to decipher it. Also, we believe Arcane is needed to re-enable it. I request that we proceed to the second stage. If we can successfully obtain Arcane Serum, we believe we can analyze a significant portion of it. We also believe the research center includes the technology to create gigantic arcane organisms. I shall present a more detailed report once we return to the fortress.
Suspect the location of a bio-experimental lab identified. No structure found. Specimens present. Matrix transmitted. Confirm connection to Iron. General Alien's orders. Facility cleans out. Transmission complete. First control module experiment complete. Area defense and surveillance online. Exploration report complete.
shall read yours and Lord Corell.
Descendant, I've analyzed the data you've uploaded to your receive channel. There are some anomalies. I was wondering if you had a moment to discuss them. There you are. You've done a great job collecting the data. I've processed and analyzed the information you uploaded. Let me break it down for you. Firstly, we only discovered VV-072 recently, but the Vulgus records go back way before we discovered it. That means the Vulgus didn't discover VV-072 around the same time as we did. They'd already been there for a long time. Luckily, the data you collected was quite detailed, giving us some clues as to why the Vulgus went to VV-072 and what they've been looking for there all this time. For starters, the information the Vulgus are after is probably related to the Ironhearts, and it's most likely the information on where the Ironhearts are hidden.
How can you be sure?
Look! This is geographical data on Ingress. It accounts for a significant portion of all the data we have, and some of it is locked with quantum encryption. The Vulgus surveyed the entire topography of Ingress 100 years ago. For them to go all the way to the Void Abyss to look for topographical information means...
It probably has something to do with the Ironhearts.
Considering how accurately Corell was able to locate the Ironheart, he must have found the information here.
If only we'd been faster. We could have turned the tables on them. Wait. Inez. What's this?
Oh, I was just about to get to that. This data is very old. It's about an engagement the Vulgus fought against an enemy on VV-072.
Hang on. Isn't this referring to Aisha's squad?
Yes, that's what I thought too. The way they described how they looked, the technology they used, their firearms, and especially the mention of the Rose of Aisha, Aisha's weapon. Everything fits, down to the bullet specs.
That means Aisha's squad survived the Void Storm. They made it to VV-072.
It seems that way, but there's no record of what happened to them. If the Vulgus had killed them, it would be in these records. But there's nothing further after an entry saying they lost the targets. It's complicated. Anyway, Descendant, I'll go over this with HQ and get back to you.
Descendant, I need to speak with you in private. Can you spare a minute?
If you have something to say, I overheard your conversation with Inez and Keelan. As they guessed, the enemy that the Vulgus engaged was definitely Aisha. I had my doubts when I started reviewing the records, but when it got to the part about a red handgun and a rose engraved on it, I was convinced. A handgun engraved with a red rose was Aisha's most cherished weapon. As you know, not many Descendants use handguns as their primary weapon, and no Descendant would insist on using a handgun unless it was an RK-unique weapon. For me, that confirmed the enemy that the Vulgus engaged, mentioned in those records, was Aisha. I've been obsessed with finding Aisha, waiting for the right time to go and search for her. Now that the opportunity is finally here, I've been excluded from the operation. I don't resent Alpha's decision. He's made a wise choice. But I need to ask you to do something. It's now or never. Will you look for signs of Aisha during this operation? It doesn't matter how small they are. I want to see them with my own eyes. I desperately need this.
This is Descendant Eckert. Are you busy? I've been refining the Void Vessel record tracking algorithm at HQ's request. I'll need to talk you through it. Could you spare some time? What do you want me to do? Hack something? Place a wiretap? Check data? You're here. This is the device with the improved algorithm. I've added a couple of features to the Void radar configuration. Firstly, I've altered the data collection device so it detects certain wavelengths within the coordinates. I've also added a feature to amplify and track RK traces once detected, even the faintest amount. Even if the level of RK emissions drops below the threshold, it shouldn't be a problem, as long as it has been detected. The device will accurately amplify the traces and recalculate their location. It gave me some headaches along the way, but it all turned out okay. Take it to Seneca, and that's it. It'll start functioning once he's installed it. What I found most interesting during the development of the algorithm was in order to reduce the interference from void energy, I had to incorporate the principle of modulation of the gamma value of the reflected wavelength. Descendant? Descendant, are you listening?
The space-time fabric of the void is Hello, Descendant. I've been waiting for you. That must be the algorithm Eckert modified. I'll apply it right now. When the algorithm activates, you'll be able to detect data that was previously obscured by the high levels of void energy. It'll provide an opportunity to retrieve data that would otherwise be missed due to the wavelengths. The first data to collect is the RK wavelengths remaining on VV072. These are the records left behind by any descendants. This is a chance for us to see events that took place, people we've lost, and any truths that may have been obscured. Descendant, I hope you return safely after completing the operation.
Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
Examined the liquid inside this capsule. It contains a high concentration of ingredients that enhance cell regeneration. Judging by the composition of the formula, it appears to be a kind of growth serum, but there are some ingredients that I haven't come across before, so I sure. And it's a very high concentration. I don't know if it
Let's inject the smallest dose.
Melt away.
Look at that. James is wounded ceiling already.
The extremely high concentration must be why we can see him regenerating. James, tell me if you feel any discomfort.
I feel a little nauseous and strange. My muscles are moving by themselves. Pain is going away, though. Really? Marie, give me a dose of that Rosim too. Maybe my arm is starting to come down.
Alright, Edwin. I can also feel your broken red seeping into your lungs. I'm going to give you an even smaller dose than James. Here, let me see your shoulder.
Yeah, I'm glad the captain is alright. At least our captain is unbreakable.
Eddie, that's not funny. Do you know how worried I am?
I just want to help you relax, Captain. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have known what to do with ourselves.
That's right. And what's important is that we have one less wounded. You can relax, Captain.
James, what's the matter? Stop! Hey!
Hold on! Everybody stand back! James is changing.
James! James!
No. Could it be because of the serum? Then Edwin and I could...
Marie! Don't jump to conclusions. Nothing has happened yet. We were exposed to large amounts of void energy on our way here. What's happening to James is because of void energy. So calm down and get moving.
Are you saying we should give up on James? We have to find a way to help him.
Eddie, we have to survive in order to save James. Don't look back, just run. get a hold of yourself, please.
Burn.
I hate the world. I hate it so much. I want to kill everyone. Everyone. I want everyone to feel how cold I am and my pain.
Look at me! My body! I'm a wreck! Why is my captain okay? Captain! Sir! Captain, you're amazing! You survived even a situation like this. How does it feel to watch us all die?
Captain, why do you look so sad? Aren't you happy to survive that all of us? It feels good, doesn't it? To watch us become monsters.
No, that's not true. Please, don't do this to me.
Melt away.
Great job, Descendant. We're analyzing the records you uploaded to your receive channel. The results should be available soon, so you'll be able to head out right away. Right on time. We've just completed analysis. The results aren't bad, but they aren't great either. Starting with the results of the detailed analysis, it's been confirmed that all of these records were modified with a specific decryption system developed by Albion headquarters, all with different IDs too. Which means, as we suspected, Aisha's squad did make it to VV-072.
The problem is the next part. We've analyzed the records we believe to have been left by Aisha's squad. I just can't make sense of them.
It's like Keelan said. The more I examine the records, the creepier it gets, the harder it is to understand. It's like a diary of someone suffering from nightmares. It's that erratic. I'm going to request that Data Intelligence do secondary analysis on it. A more detailed analysis might reveal repetitions, or anything that could help us understand what happened. This doesn't seem to be just about Aisha, but about her entire squad. So I hope we can find some clues.
We'll take care of this. You get to HQ and brief them. Before you do, you can upload this data to Ajax's Receive channel. I bet he's been waiting for it.
Whoa, Keelan! You finally learned some social skills. I'm lost for words. You're going to respond to my messages right away from now on, right?
I've always answered you immediately. With silence.
I tried to hide that I've been waiting for this, but I guess I failed. Thank you for looking out for me.
I didn't do it for your gratitude. And I'd appreciate if next time you don't bring your personal issues into an operation.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! You were doing so well, just say something nice!
Descendant, I apologize for rushing you here like this. While conducting the secondary analysis requested by Hound, I discovered something new. The Vulgus weren't just after information about the Ironhearts, they were also looking for something else entirely. It was what you and Keelan discovered during your first foray, the unidentified life form. The Vulgus were looking for research data on that life form, as well as anything else related to the Ironhearts. Data that could reveal the location of the Ironhearts should be reason enough to go to VV-072. But for them to also look for data on that life form means it must represent a great strategic benefit to them. The Ironhearts and the R&D on an unidentified life form. The link between them is the Ancestors. Now that we know for certain that VV-072 is not a Vulgus ship, the only other beings capable of building a vessel of that size were the Ancestors. The problem is that we have been unable to figure out why the Ancestors left Ingress after quantum encrypting geographical data on Ingress, and why they researched the creation of the unidentified life form on that vessel. It feels like I'm sinking deeper into the void abyss myself the more I investigate this. I wish I could find a clear answer. For now, Command will work with the Magisters to hypothesize the most likely explanation. I'll get back to you when we have something meaningful to report.
Descendant, I believe I have a way to unravel this mystery. Descendant, like HQ, I also believe that VV-072 is an ancestor ship. Most of the technology present on VV-072 is a match for that of the Ancestors. Many of the technological marvels created by the Ancestors are based on the same algorithm as I am. Therefore, it should be possible to use my code to access the ship's internal operating systems. And I know Eckert has developed an algorithm that minimizes interference from void energy. This is a new form of analytical code that merges Eckert's algorithm with my decryption code. Uploading this code to the ship's systems should enable you to find the data hidden by the Ancestors. The Ancestors' data is likely to be quantum encrypted, and it will take some time to decrypt it. But if you are patient, you will acquire a vast amount of data. If I had any records relating to the ship, I could have hastened the process. But for some reason, there is no information on the Void Abyss, Void Vessels, or VV-072 in my records. I am perplexed by this, but it is not too late if we hurry. We can still stop the Vulgus and overcome the increasing information gap.